Good evening. My name is Shazi Mahani. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Owen Ordine.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me Owen.
Can you tell me where are you from?
I'm from Tamparuli, Sabah, which is located in East Malaysia.
Okay. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some information about yourself. So, let's talk about your childhood. Did you enjoy your childhood?
Yes, I really enjoy my childhood. And if I have the chance to go back in time, I would definitely go. I would definitely do it without hesitation. And because it is the time where I really enjoyed my life without thinking anything. And that is why I really enjoyed my childhood.
Did you have a lot of friends when you were a child?
Apparently, yes, I did have a lot of friends back back there, and they were from different religion, different races, different backgrounds. But I don't really mind all those differences because what's important is the friendship, and some of them are still in contact with me until today, and that proves that that bonding when I was a child is very special because we were together back at that time, and today we are still in contact. So it's like a special bonding with one another, and that is really essential in our life to have someone who understands you and can be there for you at times where it's really hard.
Do you think it is better for children to grow up in the city or in the countryside?
Well, in my opinion, I would say that living in the countryside is much more better than growing up in the city. This is because the children in the countryside, they do not depend on material things such as technology. So this gave them benefit where they would learn everything around them by their own effort. Moreover, they can stand by their own feet without relying on others, and this will help them to learn more life values. And at the same time, they can learn how to survive by their own, which eventually help them to be more resilient and be strong as a bull in facing the world. So it is very essential for us, for the children, the younger generation, to have that life value. And I believe that growing up in the countryside will definitely give you the chance, the opportunity to learn all this with your own effort, and this will definitely help you to be more mature and independent in the future. Although living in the city has also benefit, but for me, like how I grew up, living in the countryside is what made me who I am today. So that's why I believe that growing up in the countryside gives you more advantages compared to living in the city.
Okay, alright. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here's some paper and pencil for making notes, and here your topics. Please do not write anything on the candidate task card.
Okay. I start?
Yes.
Okay. So the person that I get on well with is definitely my mother. It has to be my mother. Why do I say so? It's because I really look up to my mother in anything he does, in anything she does in her life, because she's a kind person, she's a loving person, and also she is very compassionate towards anything she does. And that's why I really love about her. Although sometimes we would quarrel to each other and we tend to fight often, but today I realized that all of those fighting, all of those quarrel was because of she cared about me and she loves me. So that's why she she always advised me to do this and that, so that I can get the best from anything. So that's why I really look up to my mother. So basically, we would do a lot of things together back at home, especially cooking. We would cook together whenever we have the free time. Although my mother has a really hectic schedule with her career, but she always gives her best. She always try to make time for me, and we use that time to cook together. And our favorite dish would be new recipes, especially traditional cuisines.
Okay. Well, we've been talking about a family member you are close to, and now I'd like to discuss one or two general questions related to this. Let's talk about family for a moment. Is family important in your country?
Yes, family is really, really important because it holds an institution between the family member, and without it, the family will be dysfunction, which can lead to a lot of social problems.
How has the size of family changed in the last few decades?
Well, from my point of view, I would say the size of family has changed in today's generation is basically, yeah, I do believe it changed in this generation because in an educational manner, because nowadays parents are educated and they are aware, they realize that they need to plan well before going further, which is organizing, managing the family institution. And this involves a lot of aspects, from from health to education, and also to financial, the family financial. So that's why I believe that the size of family has changed in a way that they are more educated towards it, and they plan well to have a better family.
So, what roles do grandparents play in the family in your country?
Can you
Okay.
repeat?
What roles do grandparents play in the family in your country?
Oh, okay. So grandparents play a really important role in the family because they are like the one, the oldest among the family member, and we tend to have the respect towards them for that. And then like my grandparents, they have always been so charismatic, they have always been so enthusiastic in giving us advices, especially when it comes to life values. And I really think that that's important, where they, as grandparents, are the ones who are giving this essential advices for the younger ones, so that the younger generation can realize and understand what's happening around them, and of course to have a better life. On the other hand, the younger generation should respect their grandparents, and they should accept all of this advising, all of this part. We can say it's a part of education also, where the grandparents educate their family members, especially the younger ones. So the younger generation should accept this as an education input. As the saying goes, blood is thicker than water. This bonding between family members are the ones that keep us together, although there might be a lot of obstacles on the way, but this bond between them is the one that keep them together and stay together for the rest of their life.
Okay. Finally, let's discuss about old age and retirement. Who do you think should be responsible for the care of the elderly, the family or the government?
I would say the family, indeed, because the family are the ones who have been with them from A to Z, so they cannot leave them for others to take care of their elders. Like, it has been their responsibility to take care of them until their last breath. So I really disagree when people say the government should take care of their elders, because it's nonsense. Because of course the family should be there, right?
Yeah, true. At what age should people retire from work?
For me, at the age of 60, because at that particular age, our health deteriorates, and to avoid from this health issue from disturbing your career, might as well you stop or retire from your career and focus on your health.
Okay. What problems can people face after retirement?
There are two problems, which is financial problem and also health problems. Financial problems is when some people don't have the money to pay their annuities, and this piling up of unpaid annuities will get in their way, and they end up in being too stressed on financial things. Whereas the health problem is related to their own health status, where, as I said before, the older we get, the more susceptible we are towards many emerging diseases.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Oween. That is the end of the speaking test simulation. Thank you.